In this video I'm going to give a brief overview of MECH5. Once you've downloaded Xlink, you simply double click to open it. With your VCI connected to a vehicle, it automatically pairs and you go straight into MECH5. So this is what we call the dashboard, and you can see the name here. On the dashboard you can access information about new things such as the app. This has the setup guide, information on what's required if you are going to use your VCI with an iOS device, and then there are links to download Xlink for Windows, Android and for iOS. If we go back to the dashboard, you'll see in here in this panel there is also a tab. You can see what's new, and it actually brings up a blog post of all the latest updates that have been introduced to MECH5, generally in the previous month, but occasionally it can be a little bit more than a month sometimes with the updates. So here we are, April, etc, etc. Okay, another button that is of note is the list of vehicles. So all vehicles that you've previously connected to are listed in here, and on this particular account I have only ever used it as a demo. So the only system you can see is the demo Mercedes-Benz, but all vehicles that you have connected to can be found listed in here, and as the list builds you may want to search for them via the VIN or the plate or the model, or you can filter them by the manufacturer. Okay, so if we go back to the dashboard, you have also got the option for user settings. So this is all to do with the ability to change things such as your personal details, date of birth. The one thing you can't change is the country. That is locked at whatever country you set up MECH5 with, and obviously I was in the UK, so that is that. You've got time zones, date format, terms and conditions. You can change your profile picture as well. In here you just press change image. You can also change subscriptions. I don't need to because I'm in subscription, but if you were to, it takes you to subscription management, and it's basically changing it from yearly to monthly. And if that is set to automatic, you can change it to manual, and obviously if it's manual you can change it to automatic, but I'll change it back to manual and just leave it as is, as I'm already in subscription. So if we go back to the dashboard, we have connections. All this is, you might have multiple VCIs, or you may have had a super scan in the past. It just lists all the various devices that you've got. You can unlock devices from here and manage sharing as well. Another option is the store. If you needed to buy another VCI, for example, you can buy one directly through the store from within the app. It's a simple process. Click buy now. You can change it if you just want to buy one with a month. You change it in the drop down and just select that. Then you just complete all the details. Next, next, next. Put in your bank details, and then generally in the UK at least it's next day delivery, depending on what time of day it is. And if you are outside of the UK and there's no local distributor, then it will be sent via a courier, and it can generally be 3 to 5 working days. So that is how you buy a VCI. If we go back to the dashboard, those are the main sections within the dashboard. Within here you can also, the most important one obviously is diagnostics. So you can either connect here in the diagnostics button, which is actually the same as clicking on connect to a vehicle. So I'll show you. If you click connect to a vehicle, it takes you to exactly the same spot. If it's a vehicle that you've connected to before, there is a list. I think it's the last 3 vehicles. You can also search for vehicles in here, putting in the VIN or the plate number, or you click connect to new vehicle. Make sure that your serial number, correct serial number, is in there. There can be multiple ones, or it might say demo if you haven't actually connected your VCI yet. Then all you need to do is select the manufacturer, and we'll go through that in another stage, in another video. In here we have company details, and you press the edit button to make any changes. If any of this needs to be added, it's important also to put your VAT number in there, especially if you're outside of the UK. But even if you are within the UK, it's a good thing to put it in there. This is also where you put your company logo. So you click in here, change image, select the image you want, and then it updates it. Straightforward. You can also access information on coverage. So if you've got a car that you're thinking you might want to bring in, you select a manufacturer, select a year, and it shows you everything that we can do on the particular vehicle. You can select these info buttons, and it can tell you what actuators are available and also special functions. Okay, you can also, if there are a lot of special functions, you can search in there and it lists all of them. Not a huge amount on this particular vehicle. This is also where you access help and support, which is always a good thing to keep in mind if you've got any technical issues. Also, one other thing, you'll see this, what they call a hamburger menu. If you click that, it basically makes that menu disappear, so you've got more what they call real estate, or more space to work with on your screen. If you click it again, it takes you back and you can see this menu again. And that's just a very brief overview of all the different buttons and options within the system.